Hello everybody, my name is James, hope you're doing well and welcome back to another video, and today we're going to be talking more about what's been said about Christian Horner's future following him being sacked as team boss of Red Bull. If you enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more Formula 1 content. Also make sure to follow me on X at James's Pit Lane, I'll leave a link in the description, but let's jump straight into the video. Now, as we know, Horner was removed from operational duties as Red Bull CEO and team principal last week after more than 20 years in charge, in which he guided the team to 124 wins and 14 championships in total. And since this move was announced, there have been two possible destinations that have been spoken about should Horner want to return to the Formula 1 paddock, and that is Ferrari and Alpine. Now, in regards to Ferrari, following Horner being sacked by Red Bull, the race reported that Ferrari is understood to have had no contact with Horner and no intention to recruit him, but it was keen before, and current team principal Fred Vasseur is out of contract at the end of the year. But then there's also Alpine. They're currently last in the constructors' standings, and it could appeal to Horner to maybe join Alpine and help push them forward to become a winning team. And now Dutch F1 commentator Nelson Valkenburg has revealed that Horner has been engaged in discussions with Alpine officials about a potential move to the French team. And the talks reportedly involved hours of meetings with both outgoing Renault CEO Luca Di Maio and the team's chief advisor Flavio Briatore. Valkenburg stated during the race podcast, "I just have a feeling he's going to end up at Alpine. I've seen him in talks with both Di Maio, who's out I know, and Briatore for hours and hours. What he wants most is to be a team owner. I thought he would love to own a team, and that team is partly up for sale. There have been rumours in this paddock that with some backing, maybe from Bernie Ecclestone himself, he could find himself at least a minority stake owner at Alpine, but that can only happen after January because I think he's under contract until then at Red Bull." Now, as it's been said, Horner is still technically with Red Bull, but he's really got no involvement anymore now that the baton has been passed over to Laurent Mekies, and it looks like he'll officially leave the team in January. And it is interesting, could Horner perhaps follow in the footsteps of Toto Wolff? As we know, Wolff has bought a share in Mercedes and part owns the team. So could Horner be tempted to do that with Alpine, part own it, and try and help the team get back to the top? Personally, I think Horner would be up for it, but Jeremy Clarkson, the former Top Gear host, who is a familiar face within the Formula 1 paddock, does not think it will happen. After Horner was sacked by Red Bull, Clarkson wrote in his column for The Sun, as quoted by Racing News 365, "I sent him a text after the news of his dismissal broke, pointing out that I've been in his shoes in the past. I explained that when you wake up the following morning, it's easy to think, well, that's that then, but in my case, that wasn't that. I hadn't trodden on a snake, I'd trodden on a ladder. The clever money is saying he'll go to Alpine, but next year they will have Mercedes engines, which means Christian would have to work with Silver Arrow's boss Toto Wolff, and those two don't really get on. I can't see that happening." Now, as we know, there's always been a rivalry between Horner and Wolff, but it really reached boiling point in 2021 when Mercedes and Red Bull were caught up in an intense battle for the title. And as we know, last year it was announced that Alpine had secured a deal with Mercedes to run the German manufacturer's power unit from 2026 until at least the end of 2030. So yeah, if Horner was to go to Alpine, it would mean he'd have to have some form of working relationship with Mercedes, which is something I didn't think I'd be saying after the 2021 season. But I don't think Horner would mind, and as I said, I think it would appeal to him to join Alpine and help them get to the front. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. But that's going to be the video from me today. Thank you ever so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe for more videos, and until the next one, take care. Bye.